long as the skeeters aren't eating us, I'm happy out here too.
All that's out here right now is airplanes, me, and lightning bugs.
Hopefully no skeeters. Okay. There's just way too much tension. There's some things I want to talk to you about separate from that. Can we just have a conversation so I can figure out what's going on? Calm things down if I can. There's something separate from whatever you want to say that I want to ask you about. But I want,
Okay.
and I don't want to get into a religion.
We ain't going to. I'm not like that.
You are like that. I don't want to get into a
No, I'm not.
religion
I've been
point
gone
of
10
view.
years. And forget the religion.
No, I'm asking you. I want to have this conversation and not
One
go
plus
that
God
direction.
is majority. I have the world surrounded. That's all the religion, okay? Well,
You did it anyway.
I know, because you brought it up. You
Gary,
talked.
just tell me what's wrong.
With
Because
what?
when I was trying to talk to you, you called me at work. I'm trying to explain. You won't let me say anything, to the point I yelled at you in front of everybody in my department before I hung up on you. You brought that out of me. It's been days of stress, and I needed to talk to you. I've been holding this in. We agreed we weren't going to have this problem. So I want to resolve it.
Then you got the floor.
You want me to start? I'll start. Okay. Number one, you surprised me with Catherine. You told me Saturday she was coming, but I didn't know that she was going to live here potentially for a year.
No.
Potential was the word.
No. 3 weeks to help Mom.
You did say to help Mom, but she's told me, because you all left me to talk with her. Everybody abandoned me that day she was here. First day.
Not me. I was.
Yeah, you did. You were the first one that left.
No, it was a chance for y'all to talk, and I had.
Well, I didn't ask for
I
that.
started my day like every day. Take care of Mom, go out, feed the fish, teach them to come up and take it from my hand, la. Okay?
So you walked in the back.
So I didn't get to go back there all day because of all the
I don't
commotion.
care. Then Sonia and April left.
Okay.
Nancy left. And now I'm talking to her, trying to be friendly, not trying to be rude because I don't know her. But I'm getting some pieces of information that I'm like, this is impacting me, not just my mother, and I need to talk to you because you and I didn't have that level of discussion.
Right. I can bring her out here now, and if
We
she
can
says
whenever.
And if she says a year, which I can't believe she would say that because I have told her every day she's been here, even before she came here. I said, you're good for 3 weeks. Even if you got to sleep on the couch, you'll be helping me take care of Mom. And your dad was a holistic, worldwide known physician, okay? And Catherine, we're not going to take her off one diet to another. We're going to let her diet go on. But every day, you know what she's eating. We're going to slip what do you think next according to your dad's knowledge and what you grew up, him making you learn. And we'll do it that way. And she can tell you without me saying a word. You can say, were you going to change the diet real quick or slip it in? Okay. So this all came about with Nancy.
Well, this is before anything with Nancy.
I just went back there because I figured it was a chance for y'all to talk and me to finally get away from this chaos for a minute and go do what I started out 5 hours earlier to feed my fish.
But she's your guest, and I was left entertaining her.
Well, you were all here together when I left, so I thought
because I wasn't rude to walk away like everybody else did.
Okay.
Because she was doing the majority of the talking. People lost interest. They left. But that's not what I'm complaining about. I'm saying I'm hearing things coming out of her that caught me off guard. I heard, probably in a year we'll be able to do this.
Right. That's true.
That she's here to help.
True.
That she's happy to be part of the family. That Mom now has 6 kids, not 5.
Well,
and I know she wants to fit in, but and I'm not blaming her for anything.
She has a loving heart first, okay? Yeah. So it's not about moving in and being part of the family,
but
just being around
she
family.
doesn't know what she's asking for.
Right, I keep trying to warn her for 2 years.
But here's what I'm saying. That was a little heavy for what we were just dealing with.
Right.
She doesn't know that. I don't hold her, judge what she's saying by, like, she has some worldly knowledge of what's going on here. She only knows what she's talked to you about.
And what she's seen now after 5 days.
No, this was the next morning.
Right, I'm talking about now she's
I've not had that conversation.
Right.
I'm talking about that day.
Yeah.
And so it's put other people at odds. I know that whether I take to somebody or I don't, I know better than to let that be my one and only opinion.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get to know her, not hearing like, ugh, she's coming and, going to come in. She didn't say she was coming in to save everything. She never said it that way. So don't think that I said that. It's like what you're hearing, and I haven't heard this from you. So I'm like, this is impacting me financially, her being here. I appreciate the help. But this year thing, without me knowing,
There is no year. The year is we are going to stay here for 1 year, not here in Cincinnati.
Understand, I'm taking what
Right.
I'm hearing because I hadn't heard
Right.
it before.
I don't blame a bit of that, but I'm clearing it up. It's
And
1 year, and she knows 3
wanted
weeks.
to talk to you about this as of Sunday when I first heard it, but we have had too much other that
Right.
I can't get a moment, me and you. I don't want to come on the end of somebody screaming at somebody or whatever. I don't want that. So I want to let you know that I am not anti her, but I know she is building a wall with Nancy, probably for one.
Her and Nancy were out here talking. Once
Good.
I went in and started doing dishes, I looked out the window and they're both smiling and gabbing.
Well, all I keep saying to anybody that has an opinion, give her a chance. There was somebody I met years ago at work. I didn't like her from the moment she walked in, right?
Yeah.
She stomped her way in and like, I'm all that. And I'm like, bitch, you ain't gonna work. Okay, back off, Sandy. Get to know her.
Right.
Okay. She became somebody who, unbeknownst to me, sent a glowing email to my manager about how wonderful I was. But I had not prejudged her. I didn't behave in such a way to prejudge her. I didn't go out of my way to be her friend. We just gradually found that we were working toward this common goal. So I have learned in my own life that I don't go by, something bothers me, so I won't have anything to do with you.
Right. Or you can't judge anyone in 5 minutes.
Well, but
like
I'm
Mom
not
says.
that person.
Right, I'm not either.
We all have a gut reaction.
Right.
But I'm open to changing that gut reaction.
Right. Me too.
And
Because
so,
you can't judge nobody in 5 minutes.
And she has not said anything wrong to me that is, anything other than what I've already said to you that raised, Gary, you haven't talked to me about this flag, because she's here.
Because Mom kept requesting her. I mentioned her to Mom like a few weeks ago. And the last few days, what was it, the night before she had that bad spell in front of me and you, she brought her up again. And can she come in and take care of me? I said, Mom, she's not coming to take care of you. But she will come here and help and throw an extra hand in. And I said, and she'll be here in a week. She was supposed to come in a week. Well, as things turned out, it was more convenient to grab that flight and come in the following day. So Mom kept wanting her, and then I didn't know I needed an extra hand until I saw all 6 of you. I thought it was 4 or 5, but 6 of you, all those hours. And the second day in a row, when I saw it was as exasperating, it dawned on me, wow, Gary, that's you wrapped up in a 24-hour period, stretched out for 2 years. Okay?
I have something I want
I
to add,
mentioned
though.
it to Nancy, and she blew up. Well, everybody's telling me, thank you, Gary, you're doing such a fine job. And I can't say, whoa, it dawned on me like, no wonder I've been ill for 3 weeks. I'm Mom, I can't breathe. I passed out at the end of her bed, and Catherine was there, and I felt so embarrassed, and I'm going, Catherine, just follow that hose up to her nose, and then I know which hose, because I think both are connected, but Mom keeps freaking going, I know, and it's up her nose already. And anyway, so I'm not going to go on, but Catherine, she is a little...
she wants to help too much.
Well, no matter who she meets, she's super friendly, and she has a giving heart before anything. And I warned her when she first got here. I said, back off the giving heart. I will tell you when to go and say hi and walk away. If she starts the conversation, sit down for a little while, but got to be careful with this family because you can get sucked in accidentally on whatever level. Nancy's causing all this chaos because I said...
You both are.
No.
No, I'm going to tell you why I think you are.
Well, you might think, but you weren't here, and I've got a witness. She keeps leaving your door wide open, and I keep going, Carl's already complaining about $400 a month bills, and then I look and the other one's wide open. She took 2 dish rags, because we got into an argument about that, and I said, you're going to clean up your toast that you got all over here? And
She told me.
Okay. And she goes, No. And so then a little bit of an argument. So I said, you're a pig. You've always been a pig. And you throw filthy washcloths in a greasy sink, you know. And I would clean it for her, but I never said anything. I'd clean that shit up and she'd do it again. So anyway, there wasn't one rag. There's two. Okay? And then a bunch of dirt things thrown in there to be washed that were never dirty. She said yesterday, I think it was yesterday, before the argument, the day before, I said something about Catherine's here we're going to kind of wean a good diet into Mom's diet. We're not going to like eliminate one and go health, you know. We're going to wean it in ever so slightly. If Mom goes, ooh, I like this, and then we start regulating that'll start becoming the meal to get her to eat, even a tablespoon. And Nancy clipped me and she goes, Mom will eat whatever she wants. I said, even Hershey bars, donuts, whatever. And I said, all because she's dying. And she went, yeah. And look what she bought today. Nancy went out today and bought a lemon cream pie, a bag of potato chips, and
I brought the chips.
Oh, okay. I now found it, so I thought that too.
And I brought a little bag, and I told her I was going to leave her a few. I explained, because she wanted them before, and I saw you ate them. She had some, and you had
what?
some. Hold on.
What is it?
What, chips?
Chips?
Yeah.
I didn't eat no chips.
They were over here. They were on the table next to the couch.
Not me.
I don't even know who
else
would be over there.
A bag of them? Okay, yeah, I did, because there were two bags, and there was an old one getting ready to go stale,
well,
so I'm like, I'll eat a few before I go to bed.
That's what, and so I thought, I'll bring that, and I bought at the UDF, spent the money, because I wanted a small snack bag. I was going to put her a few. I told her she really shouldn't have them, so don't use them up, but there's just going to be a few there if she wants them. And she told me, I'm really not wanting them. She said I wanted them that day, but everything tastes so salty to me. So I wasn't going to leave them. But my point is, you keep saying how much you've done, and I have told you
I keep saying that? I don't keep saying that.
Oh my God, Gary, I've heard it every day this week.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No. I mentioned one time, I said, whoa, it dawned on me.
You just told me now. You told
because
me
I have to, because
Sunday,
to clear up the shit.
You told me more than once this week already.
Okay, but how many times in 2 years have I told you that? Never.
Well, I don't know that.
How many times have I asked for $1? Never.
But how many times have I volunteered and given you money?
That's
sometimes
true. But before I can say that, I
I
better say the other. How many times have I asked for any money? Never in 2 years or anything. One time when I said, you need that repaired and I'll do it for you for $30 or whatever. And you said, okay. Remember? Before I moved out the last time? Yeah. Okay, but it had nothing to do with, I've been working here, I should get, you know.
No, but what
I have never said that. I even pulled all the shit out behind there and lugged it back there. I haven't gotten no help.
So, taking care of Mom is the point I was going to make. You weren't here when she was sick before and stayed with us. We know what it's like.
I know. Carl told me and Bridget told me.
You know how she was on Saturday?
Right.
It was a different kind of pain, but it was a low-pitched, 24 hours a day.
Whining.
No, in her sleep even.
Right. And it sounds like she's having an orgasm. I hear it every night.
Not to me.
No, you know she's in pain, but it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
And anyway, from her shingles, to the point that I couldn't keep the monitor on anymore because I was trying to sleep in my own room, but I wanted to be sure if she needed something, I could hear her. I wasn't with her all day, but the minute I walked in at night, Carl and Bridget, she's mine, they left. So I'm working full time. I'm trying to take care of her at night. Now that sounds like not a lot because...
No, it is a lot. You just did a few minutes, right? And it's like, that was a lot. Wasn't that?
It's a lot, and I'm not physically as strong as I once was. So my point is, it was to the point where you talk about collapse. I fell into the wall once trying to just get up and go to the bathroom and trying to hold it. Trying to do a full-time job. Trying to be that person I need to be. Plus, run my rentals and stuff. So I understand. Yes, it was 10 weeks, and yes, there were 3 of us. But you tend to forget that we were also running her to every appointment. We were doing all of that too.
Because I refused.
You can't even go. How can you take her?
Well, when she did have the car in her name with insurance and I would drive her to the bar and everything, I could take her to those appointments, but I said, no, I'm here doing all this. I'm not going to have her attach me to a run to the hospital or a doctor.
And
I
nobody
told you that right in there.
Yeah,
and you agreed.
nobody's objecting to
Right,
that.
you immediately agreed. You went right, and you both left.
Because we've been there. And we had to do those things like not only to the doctor and the doctor appointments, the hospitals, the stay at the hospitals.
Right, I know all that.
So you can't act like I don't understand.
I never said you don't understand.
I said act. I didn't
I'm
say
not
you
even
said.
acting.
You act, say, comment, however you want, about how much you've done and that, you're so exhausted. Yes, but we've tried. Like Carl's saying, I will come up and give you a break. We are trying, and nobody's trying to hold you.
I would have took the break maybe, but I thought he was talking about moving in there. I thought, now this is funny. I'm not going to put Carl through that and him go, what the hell did I do by accident?
He said, I did say stay up there, and he said, yeah, that could be open to what I meant by
yeah,
it.
Okay.
But my point is, we have tried. I have tried to pass you some money so you felt like you had a little bit of something. It's not that here.
It always came right when I needed it too.
But it's not like I'm trying to say, well, you've done this much work. So
right, I get that.
Yeah,
I told Catherine that.
It's just what I can. And sometimes at my own loss. At that moment, I felt like I should give it to you, but it was not like I had a.
I knew it because I started to give that one back to you, and the Spirit said, take it, it's going to hurt her, but she'll get over it, and it won't be a good deed.
But when I don't have like that room rented, and then I have tenants that don't pay, and financially it goes down. Do you know how many months behind I am in the house payments at the Roundhouse?
No.
6. That's
you're on the brink. Yeah.
That's foreclosure. Do you know how far I am behind on my taxes up there? Well, that's not too bad. I think that one's only 15. The house that we're rehabbing, $4,000. The house I live in, $4,000 in taxes.
I don't know exact amounts, but I have told people that.
$4,000 on this house. I am fighting with the tax people. They were going to start foreclosure. I'm like,
what?
You can't on this house because I owe so much in taxes. So I have to pay them $1,000 a month. I couldn't make $300 a month, but now I got to pay $1,000 a month to save this house. That's my own little world.
Right. And when you offered me that room, didn't I say I would rather you have the money, I can sleep on the couch?
Yes, you did.
I understood your gesture of kindness, but I tried to, because I get it.
But
I've never heard any of this till now about what you're going through with finances.
I don't share that.
But I've been around, and it's obvious that this can't be going well for you. Okay? And
because whatever people think, I had to take a mortgage on this house.
And let me touch on Catherine real quick, since we had that and moved on. I'll just when she says 1 year, she's not thinking of we have a 1 year plan that we delayed. We would be heading for London right about now if she didn't lose her job. Okay, and I was going there from March until August, and then we were going to London, and then Scotland, and then Ireland, and back. I told her, this situation's going on. Maybe we should develop something here for a year so we can get videos and whatever. So when we show up in London with these big shots waiting on us, we got something. Boom! It's not all talk, or And she agreed. And hey, you can get a break away from the desert and the chaos and just regroup, and we can group together. And you can throw in a hand. Well, she was in her own chaos. Yeah, and Phoenix.
I said different.
Yeah, Phoenix, Arizona, traffic. That. But her condo was, $1,400 a month. A pool, nice place. She's always had that. Anyway, so it's like things are going to change, but you're going to have woods and greenery and crickets and mosquitoes too. So that's what it was. She doesn't know to say. Now, it doesn't. We're not staying here a year, okay? She doesn't know to say that, but she goes, "We're going to be here for a year," okay? She didn't say we have a 1 year plan, okay? That's where she goes.
Well, no. And at the time, I didn't take it necessarily one way or the other. I didn't know that plan at all about the time and frame. And then she said that when Sonia and April were going to give Mom a bath, and they asked about the clothes hanging there if they were Mom's, and I said, "Yeah, I guess." And Catherine said, "No, those are mine. I'm waiting for my room." So it flashed in my head, and I thought, well, she's talking about a hotel. She wouldn't be waiting on that.
But Mom kept saying it to you, and you would say, you're waiting for the nurse? They're not coming no more. But she wouldn't go, no, this, whatever. She was off in La La Land and in and out or something. And I caught what was going on. I thought, well, I
Because you
think
knew more information than I did.
right, but I didn't know she was talking about Catherine. But you eliminated 2 people, and she goes, "Oh, it don't matter." But she's the one who kept saying Catherine can have that room.
She told me.
Okay, good, because I told her you'll have to tell Sandy. You know, this was a couple
She
months
told
ago.
me, in the sense of over that weekend, that I thought that lady was going to be here to help me. And I said, she said first, she said, "Where is she?" I said, "She's outside." She said, "I thought she was here to help me." Nancy and I were getting Mom settled into bed. And I said, "What's the matter? Lucy and Ethel aren't doing a good enough job trying to keep it light." And then she said, "Have you girls been waiting for this moment?" You know, kind of like, and it was a joke, and we were
Right, I
joking
get
around,
it.
and it went on. It went on from there. Because then when Catherine said about the room, I still didn't put it together, because I thought, well, maybe she's renting a room somewhere, until you said something about the door being locked that next morning.
Yeah.
And then you said something about, will you stop up tonight on your way home? And I was getting something off my dresser, and I saw those keys, and like it was all like, bing, 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 this is what all that meant. That's why I brought
Isn't that
the keys.
ironic how life works like that?
But my point is, and again, I don't mind, I looked at her as here as a visiting guest. I didn't have an issue. I mean, I hadn't rented it yet. I didn't repost it. I just moved that guy up there. But anyway, I'm like, wait a minute. He's surely not thinking that I'm going to go a year without rent, because
I told her that. No way.
and she can rent the
She
rent.
didn't ask for that. Yeah, that's what I told her. I said 3 weeks, give you a chance to get on your feet. If we can use my van to get that a moneymaker for her to drive for Uber, me too. You know, boom, boom. That gives us a 3-week window. But originally, when she was coming, because she's such a giving person, she would have accidentally became 24-hour caregiver.
Oh, I thought that was Mom getting up.
No, she's away. She's phoning for somebody.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm glad
Welcome to my world.
And mine here.
A little piece.
I'm here every morning.
I know, but not all day.
No, I work all day.
I know, and I get 2 minutes sleep. Thank you, Jesus. Don't talk about God. Let's talk about David Bowie. These people are weird. Okay, cut. We'll have to come back.